It's time that we yet again spin this wheel. 3 choices left. What is it going to land on? No matter what, should be a pretty good time. Sure, why not? Safe logic. The tier list is winding down to a close. And, yeah, let's hop into it. All right, this is safe logic. You know it, you love it, or you know it and you hate it. Regardless, the way that this works is this is the basic, in air quotes, version of the randomizer. This is kind of like the testing ground for like the basics of the original randomizer before everything got wacky, crazy, and ROM hacky, which isn't a bad thing by any means, but this is the first preset. The original iteration of safe was the first preset to include complexity, any sort of complexity system that forced randomized steps that chained together before you were able to beat the game. This preset is complexity 9, which means there's going to be 9 steps of progression before we're allowed to beat the game. At least that's the intended way to beat the game with these randomization settings. We have the item sprite randomization again. Hooray. So much fun. Can't wait. On the bright side, this is the last time we're going to be playing with item randomization for this tier list project. Thank God. Because, like, the item stat randomization can be cool, but it also can be incredibly annoying and restrictive and give you a bunch of weapons that have terrible stats and terrible weapon attributes. Or they give you weapons with bad attributes that have okay-ish stats, but that takes away from the ability to get a weapon with good stats and good attributes. And all the time, like, you grab a weapon, you got to go into the menu to read what it is, and you don't just get the intrinsic knowledge of knowing if a weapon is good or not based off of its name, so I'm so ready to be done with the item randomization stuff. Plus, sometimes the sprites just look ugly, so. We have a library card. We could have kept our random garbage. No! It's probably better to save the library card anyways. Ring of Pails. That could be anything. Probably a sellable. Fire of Bat. We skip that. And we move on. And my computer... Man, one of these days, my computer's gonna just die. It's been struggling as of late. I didn't even download that much spyware. I don't know why it's acting like this. What up, Revenge? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. And if you're watching on YouTube right now, hey, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment for the algorithm, all that stuff. It helps me out a ton. And you can also join the stream over on twitch.tv/dragonbloods. I gotta remember to put these early in the videos, because sometimes the YouTube comments be slacking. The people who comment for the algorithm, I check to see if people are commenting for the algorithm. And when I forget to tell you guys, man, people don't be some people do. Some people will comment for the algorithm regardless, and I appreciate you. You are God's strongest soldiers. Yeah, it's my fault for having a singular Chrome tab open. My computer just can't handle it. The almighty algorithm. Yeah. We are all doomed to its eternal power and glory. Monochrome. True, true, true. We're overdue for a Gamba. Oh! You're not wrong. I forgot to coin flip in the last seed. So if you're watching this on YouTube, that might be a little confusing. We had a karma coin in the last seed and we didn't check it. We'll find a karma coin in this seed. It's fine. Surely we find a karma coin in this seed and everything will be fine. Flip an actual coin? I don't have any coins on me. What do I look like? A guy who has money? It was Tails. Oh, true. When I'm done with this randomizer tier list project, I think I'm gonna look into making my own randomizer preset for my upcoming tournament, because it'll probably be around the same time that Eldritch's tournament is over, so I can start working on mine. Because I think it'd probably be, I think that's Tooth of Vlad. It'd probably be beneficial to just make a bingo, oh, it was Ring of Vlad. Bingo randomizer preset instead of forcing people to be like, okay, these are the settings. And then we could also add stuff to the preset that like could be quality of life stuff instead of just being at the mercy of whatever. Imagine having money. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I mean, I'm trying to save up money so I can move. That's for sure. I'm trying to get out of the hellhole that is Florida. Please, for the love of God, I hate it here. Ow. You ever just punch a table and realize those things are sturdy as hell? Why can't Dracula just have like those crappy IKEA tables that like fall apart if you look at them wrong? If Miyazaki made the US, the swamp level is Florida. True. It really is the blight town of the United States. Ow. Stop hitting me with fireballs! Jeez. It really do be the Carrion Swamp. Not Carrion, what am I thinking of? What's the swamp name in Dark Souls 3? Carrion's freaking Elden Ring. Hold. Brain, come on. You have to work better. I can't start having dementia yet. Oh, I'm not looking at chat. I'm going to remember it myself. I'm not going to look at chat. I'm going to remember it myself. The name of the swamp. Dark Souls 3. Farron? Farron Swamp. I think that's right. My brain is telling me that it's right. I'm not going to double check, though. I almost said Farum, but that's also Elden Ring. I've been very Elden Ring pilled in the last couple of years. My strength is terrible! Do I have anything to make it better? No! Man, that sucks. I'm gonna die to this fucking guy. I'm not gonna high potion. I'm gonna high potion! Please don't die to Doppelganger. We're fine. Yeah, if your strength is bad enough, you don't even knock down Doppelganger, which is crazy. Can I get a weapon, please? No! I'm going through it, man. I'm going through it right now. Chat, can you tell me something that'll cheer me up? I need it. Yeah, I brought a fist to a sword fight. Moonstone. Oh my! That would have been useful. Only 2 more presets left. True. That does cheer me up. Thanks. Power of Mist. Let's grab that in case we find Mist in the library. It's very unlikely, but... There are people that are working on Room Rando. True. That does actually cheer me up. Man, Room Rando would help so much. IMO. Like, especially because SotN Rando is reaching a, in my opinion, well, there's still new stuff coming out all the time for SotN Rando, but like, it's hard not to feel like it's reaching a saturation point because of how popular it is and how well played it is. Like, people play it all the time. And there's only so many new things you can find in Randomizer when it's just the same map over and over again, but just, you know, randomized relics and stuff. And then the presets that try to do more oftentimes feel like they're less interesting to play because it's too much, so finding a good balance is hard. It's tough. It's tough. I feel like Room Rando will help a lot with that. Guitar Hero died that way? In what way? That it was just, like, oversaturated? Because of the number of games that came out that were... I don't know if it's exactly the same thing, but I kind of pick up what you're putting down. I'm kind of picking it up. It's, like, phasing through me slightly, but I'm picking it up a little bit. Also, a shield. I'll take it. Strong versus all attacks. Okay, we just need a shield rod. And we're in business. I think it also is like, we've been playing the Rando a lot on this stream. Like, we haven't done a vanilla speedrun grind for quite a long time, so...
I'm interested.
Like you.
Moonstone in the shop. Duplicator vanilla pricing. Okay. RBO was the last time, if you call that a grind. I mean, that was practice for GDQ, yeah. I don't know. Like, a lot of the world record grinds just ended up being... It's tough. Because, one, there's not a lot of competition in the categories that I care a lot about, unfortunately. And then the places that there were competition ended up being, in my opinion, very unfun to grind categories. And there was other frustrations that aligned with those as well, because people were like complaining about rules and complaining about like leaderboard drama, and that just like sucks the fucking life out of the game. You know what I mean? Am I getting raided by bots? What the fuck? Depop, you good? Your cat just walk over your keyboard? I think Depop's cat is attacking his keyboard. Somebody send him some help. Yeah, Saturn 90% started off being a lot of fun. That's for sure. They're scatting? True. They're just really into scatting. But not the scatting you're thinking about, you sick freaks. I know you, Craig. When you hear scat, you think about something in particular, you weirdo. Fucking Craig. Everybody else, you're cool. Oops, went the wrong way. I think Depop might be having a cat. So the cat is getting better at trying to communicate something about long library shop, but like is typing it weird. Are you having a stroke? Are you okay? Depop, you know... Oh, 07's for Depop. May he live forever in Valhalla. His spirit lives on in all of us. We lost a good chatter today. Rando Brain took another victim. It's a serious condition, man. You got to get yourself checked early. We will tell their story. We will sing their song in ages to come. Hope he comes back when he's sober. It's a 1 hour timeout. We might even see them back later today. We'll save split this, I guess. Or maybe do we go down to the mines first? I don't know. It's a tough call. So the mines are in logic. But, like, do I want to go to the mine? You're not sober right now? Wow. How scandalous. Alucard yearns for the mines. He is a younger lad. We all know the younger you are, the more you yearn for the mines. That's why Minecraft is so popular. I'm mostly sober. Let's be honest. Who's actually sober? Psh. Me? I'm experiencing the high of life. So, library card? No! I might have to save split that away. No, a double library card? Fuck! Oh. Man, I don't want to lose those library cards. I mean, I could farm them after I reload the save, but it's not the same. I do kind of want to keep Power of Wolf. The issue is I library card and then what? I'll use my library card now. Oh, I have 3. So I'll use my library card now. I'll do fairy card out of logic, I mean. By dive kicking off the book. And then something profit. Valuable ring. It's worth money. We can maybe buy a sword or something.
I'm interested in this.
Any good swords? Mana Prism for 2k might be the actual buy. In case we find a guy. You can also just get a second Varda. Yeah, fuck it. I'll get a second Varda. Now it doesn't matter what we find. We're double Varda'd up. And the best part about the Varda taking on the stats of the Moonstone is that they stack. So that is the one positive of the stat randomizer is if Varda overlaps with the Moonstone, you end up with a Varda Moonstone combo. And you are sparkling. Okay, so useless. Spike Breaker is actually good for us because now we can out of logic check the Spike Breaker location. So this ended up being kind of a W. So we should go back to the mines as we do indeed yearn. And then in the mines, we go to the catacombs. Then we check Spike Breaker and hope that we find something good. So not bad, all things considered. For a detour that didn't lead to an actual useful relic right away, that's not bad. Could have been worse. Now, can I punch these guys and one-shot them? Whoa. Yep. We are One Punch Man. Can we One Punch Man these guys? The Diplos? Yep. All right. Just need the Tulkas now. I think the Tulkas was in the shop.
Tribute.
Or this way.
You steal men's souls and make them your
Arithment?
slaves.
Is that how I say it? Thank you for the Prime. I appreciate the sub. Enjoy the ad-free viewing experience and all the emotes. No transformation yet, so we can't do Succubus out of logic. But I mean, now we just go to the mines, like I said. I can't stop thinking about the possibility of a map rando, though. Man, map rando is going to be so cool when it happens. Can't wait. Who up yearning for they mines? True, 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 true. It'll be in 2045. People are talking about it in the Discord right now. In the ROM hacking section of the Long Library Discord, people were discussing the possibility of adding a rudimentary map randomizer. Like, every map piece in the game has been mapped in data, like where it exists. So, theoretically, there's some stuff that can happen there. Wow, getting gravity boots this early too? Is it my birthday? Boy, oh boy. Probably just a sellable. Room rando in 2035. The idea is to have it be like, well, we don't know what is possible right now. The dream is to have it to be like Dawn of Sorrow's room randomizer, where it builds an entirely brand new map that is like sensical, logical, and like fits together. Where Arya's room rando is cute and all, but you know what I mean? Just imagine the room where Death steals your gear, and then you end up with the Guardian room outside of Reverse Clock Room. Yeah. No, that'd be lit, dude. You're saying that like it's a bad thing. It's scuffed. It's pretty scuffed, yeah. The idea of just moving back and forth between room transitions is pretty, like, lame, IMO. It's a convenient enough sellable, potentially. What is that? Fist of Tulkas. Gold ring? Okay. Could be useful. If we find silver ring in First Castle, that's a nice find for sure. I have 2 library cards. Am I willing to use one right now? Yeah, sure, why not? My frame perfect backdashing here? No, unfortunately. Oh.
Tribute.
Yo, Sephiroth.
Steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Thank you for the 12 months. 1 whole year of subbing. I appreciate that. How the time flies. How the turntables die. Wouldn't there be surprise bosses? Yeah, but like when you enter a boss room, you can just leave. You know what I mean? I don't think they'd be a surprise. Like, if this room showed up in a room rando, I'd be like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? Like, I could recognize what the room looks like. The same thing happens in the Super Metroid map, Rando, where you just go into a room, and it's like, oh shit, this is Ridley, and then you leave. Because the rooms don't close behind you right away. You know what I mean? Same thing in SotN. Like, when you enter a room, the boss door doesn't immediately close down as soon as you enter. It's once you get far enough in, it locks you into the room. And also, SotN, like, there aren't any, like, boss requirements in SotN the same way there are in, like, Super Metroid. Like, in Super Metroid, you can literally not have enough items to beat the boss, where in SotN, you could always just Tetra Spirit that motherfucker until he's dead. Even if it's Galamoth. It'll take 10 years, but you can do it. In Super Metroid, if you don't have enough, like, super missiles and you don't have charge shot or whatever, like, you just can't kill Ridley. Like, you need enough ammo unless you have charge shot. And charge shot is, like, a key item. It's not like SotN has a key item that's, like, punch that actually does damage to shaft or whatever. I mean, you could probably put in logic that Galamoth requires, like, gravity boots or something. But that's what logic is there for. You know what I mean? It basically doesn't magic for a logic standpoint. It basically doesn't. It can. Like I said, I think Galamoth, you would want gravity boots. What about Richter? What about him? You can kill Richter at level 1. As long as you have access to Hellfire, you're fine. You can no-hit Richter at level 1 so long as you can Hellfire. Like, consistently. Are people bad at it and haven't practiced it? Yeah. If you've been watching the Tidbit tournament, you've seen many of people fail the Richter fight. Oh, you mean what about Richter as in, like, you'll get the bad ending if you don't have glasses? You could probably remove that, right? You could probably just remove the bad ending trigger. And then glasses aren't necessary. Or you could keep glasses as a in-logic item. Sure. That could be one of the bosses that does require an in-logic item. You would just have to make it so that way when you spawn in the Richter boss fight that you're allowed to leave. That's all. Yeah, you would have map logic the same way that there's relic logic. The only issue is that map logic is a lot more complicated because you have to account for directions. Like, for example, this is a one-way where I can go down this, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee that I can go up. With 0 relics, I can go down this area transition, but I need gravity boots or something to go up. So you have to have, like, a lot more complicated map logic, where you understand that there's, like, one-ways that exist and stuff like that. Like, escape requirements are a lot more complicated. So. Whoop. The JSON they posted is about this. Yeah, exactly. I want to see some SotN players playing Roden. That'll give them some combat experience. Yeah, I mean, same to be said with, like, Aria of Sorrow and Dawn of Sorrow. Those games are much more combat-focused. Could always give holy glasses in the inventory at the start of the run. That's true. You could do that as a workaround to prevent it from being a soft lock or whatever. Ideally, I would prefer a world where you can enter the Richter boss fight and then leave the Richter boss fight, and holy glasses is still a progression item. Because in Map Rando, you want progression to exist in a meaningful way. It's the same as in, like, Super Metroid Map Rando, where, like, some bosses are locked by needing specific items, like Varia suit or something like that. Like, they're in logic to be beaten. Dude, suck my balls, Flea Man. Talking all that shit because you're riding on a turkey. Get off that turkey and see what happens. See what happens. You don't need that at all. Richter is a separate room. Yeah, but we need a way to leave the Richter room. Because once you've entered the Richter fight, you cannot leave until the boss is defeated. Or until Shaft is defeated. In the normal game, at least. I guess we go castle entrance now? But since it's not a room, if you get there without glasses, it's a skill issue? Not necessarily. And also, it is a room. What are you talking about? The boss fight itself is a separate room. Like, you load it in, and it's a separate room compared to, like, the rest of that part of the castle keep, no? Unless you make them combined. Where the castle keep upper area that leads up with the secret stairs is always linked to the Richter boss fight, but the Richter boss fight is not necessarily linked to that room. Technically, it's not. It's a weird case. Okay, then never mind. Then if they are linked that way, then it is a skill issue if you go fight Richter without glasses. Then you're correct. What you're saying is probably correct, Weecock, because you know more than I do in this regard. I was confused because I thought it was loading in a different room. Improved doppelganger would be interesting. Yeah, it's called Richter. Go fight Richter if you want an improved doppelganger. It already exists. You'd have to write logic for hundreds of rooms? Yeah, exactly. We showed earlier on stream, if you weren't here for it, we showed what the logic for the Super Metroid map rando looks like. There's already a very easy to look at equivalent in Super Metroid. Granted, Super Metroid handles a lot of things differently in its game. But like, as far as like logic goes, Super Metroid has a great starting point where you could look at that. Yeah, they have a website that shows all of the logic and all of the requirements for each check in the game. And also the different skill levels that it expects, right? Because the map rando has multiple versions and multiple logics that exist. So you could play a beginner map rando, you can play a medium map rando, a hard map rando, expert map rando, etc., etc. And each one requires different levels of like knowledge and tricks. Obviously, SotN doesn't need to get that in depth because I don't think SotN is a game that is in depth enough to require all of that. Because the glitches in SotN are not nearly as granular as they are in Super Metroid. It's literally, do you have heart refresh? If so, you can do anything. Do you have heart refresh? No, you can't do anything. Yeah, it's still a ton of work. I'm not saying it's not a ton of work, but it is like we already have a example of it working in a different game, and all of the like work that was put into that game is like open source and understood and on display on their website. You know what I mean? So which check is that again? That's the Succubus check. Okay, we probably just grab this warp. Let's check this relic. We grab the warp, and then we go check the missing relics. The ability to clip upwards. In this game, vertical screen transitions don't work the same way as horizontal screen transitions. So, like, if you're trying to use heart refreshes through a screen transition to, like, clip, it's, like, different. Compared to horizontal ones, kind of. But you still can kind of do it. It's weird. Those types of like out of bounds map collection glitches I'm not super familiar with because they're useless, they're stupid, they don't matter. Like 99% of those glitches are literally, the only use case is collecting an extra map tile that I personally don't care about. It's a three-way between a bunch of checks that are like inconvenient. Let's do Zorlo first. Welcome to Safe Logic. You've exhausted every possible check, and there's 3 left, and they're all on the fucking far ends of the castle? Wowzers. This one, at the very least, if I find a transformation, I can immediately do all rocks afterwards, and that can help with my complexity count, but... This all rocks, or this sword card check, might be worth save splitting for on fast core. Fast core speeds things up significantly on reset, so... I think there's a lot of underexplored save split potential in fast core. Yep, I would have saved like 30 seconds. Maybe 20. I've never done a 420% map coverage, no. That takes like several hours, if I remember correctly. Because I think after the like 300-ish %, no, even before then, a lot of the extra map tiles take like literally just hours of heart refreshing to get to. I think on the Xbox version, the max map percentage you can get is like 400 something. I know on PlayStation there's a way to trick the game into giving you essentially infinite map percentage, but again, these are all glitches that I personally have never really messed around with. If I ever wanted to learn about them, I could just go to the World Beyond Walls website that has them documented, but, you know. For me, SotN is a game that is not necessarily about that. But that's the thing that's fun about SotN is, you know, you can do all sorts of stuff in this game and just have fun in all sorts of different ways. It's one of the things that makes it a good video game. You know, SotN is a game that has a lot of very powerful glitches, but... I mean, with memory corruption, you can basically give yourself as much map as you want. Oh, thank God, the Jolie symbol. What would we do without it? I'll keep the library card. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of... It's more so that I'm not a big fan of it because for me it's like just kind of a waste of time. Like it doesn't accomplish anything that I find meaningful. Like extra map coverage is cool conceptually, but actually sitting down and doing it doesn't seem very cool. You know what I mean? Do I just forbidden route it? I think I do. That or warping is faster. I can't tell which. Warping to Alrox's quarters might be faster. Like, I'm much more interested in seeing how fast I could beat the game, obviously. Like, duh. Hence being a speedrunner for over 10 years. I mean, the origin point of my curiosity in, like, speedruns does revolve around glitches in video games and, like, wanting to learn more about glitches in video games. But, like, glitches for the sake of glitching, for me, has become less and less interesting over time. And I'm much more interested in glitches that have use cases that do something interesting, that lead to game states that can speed things up or cause interesting game states that, you know, have some sort of goal or purpose behind it that isn't just, hey, I'm collecting more map. You know what I mean? And that tends to be speedrun related nowadays. But I still do be finding useless little glitches every once in a while in games while I'm playing them. But streamer, number go up. I actually prefer number go down. And that's what makes me a Sigma Giga Male Turbo Chad. Is that while everybody else wants to see number go up, I want to see number go down. Cue Sigma Male TikTok montage music. It's fucking Succubus, man. Like, that's crazy. Literally last possible check, but whatever. It's unfortunate, but there's not really much we could have done about it. So the logic wanted us to do Leaf Stone into Gravity Boots at the Demon card and then turn around to do Succubus to progress. Oh, thank God we finally found a Karma Coin. Okay. I thought I was scamming you guys for a second. No scams here. All right, let's kill Succubus. Let's flip the coin and pay out finally. I'll just kill her with this. Now we get to see the number go down. I mean, if you gambled wrong, you're going to be seeing that number go down for sure. Yuck. I mean, at least it's right here. Man, if somebody did this in a race, I would be so upset if they, like, found the perfect route here. It was heads. Technically, the number already went down. True. They anoint on my rod till I... Until I holy rod noise? I don't know. Yippee, number go up. I'm like, boy, oh boy, I hope this is Soul of Bat, but it literally can't be. It also can't be Silver Ring. So it's either Mist or Glasses down here. Those are the only two options. Yeah, this relic has to be Mist or Glasses. I'm hoping it's Mist, so that way we can find Bat and the other ring both Mist locked, and then Holy Glasses is vanilla, and then we just go beat the game in second castle. That's ideal. Because we found Gold Ring locked behind the Spike Breaker location, and we already have Echo of Bat, that means Soul of Bat is the higher complexity of the two. So, yeah. Mist? Oh, I forgot this was a possibility. Transformation into all rocks. I completely forgot. Guess again, loser. You thought you understood this randomizer? I completely forgot about all rocks. So now it's all rocks into... Man, this is such a linear progression. I mean, it makes sense. It's complexity 9, but still, that's crazy. 40 minutes for a transformation. I think this warp might be faster than just going there. Probably is. That's safe for you? I don't feel too safe right now. No, I'm in fish hell. I mean, at this point, transforming isn't even worth it because the screen transitions are here. The fact that this logic is called safe doesn't even make sense anymore, man. This preset needs to be renamed. Because the idea of calling it safe was that it's, like, intended to be safe for people's first playthroughs. And, like, I don't think that's the case anymore, man. Like, if I've given somebody who's never played SotN before this randomizer, I don't think they ever figure it out. They probably give up before figuring it out. They can theoretically figure it out on their own, but... To be fair, this is kind of how... This feeling is similar to the normal game's progression feeling, where it's like, you get an item, it unlocks exactly one thing. Then you get another item, and then it unlocks exactly one thing. So theoretically, It is very similar to the vanilla game, but in like the worst possible way. What up, Ren? Thanks for the good luck. So maybe I'm just complaining because I'm a speedrunner, want to go fast, man. AKA skill issue. Me, a speedrunner, crying when the game wants me to take my time. Blast him, my buff angel friend. Am I going to broadcast Grand Finals with Eldritch? I would like to, yeah. I'll try my best to. Like, I wanted to also broadcast yesterday's, but I was busy with some IRL stuff. Yeah, okay. So, Bat is in second castle somewhere. Maybe Mist locked. Maybe Mist is in second castle that unlocks Bat. Yesterday was sad for crazy. Dude. Yeah. Yeah. All rocks being progression means that Holy Symbol could have been Bat. Who wins, Goku versus Batman? How is that even a question? What up, Moon? Thanks for the good luck. How does Batman win? There's not a... I don't think there's feasibly a world where Batman can do anything. Like, having infinite money can't stop Goku. Grabs Goku's tail. Goku doesn't have a tail 99% of the time. And on top of that, he can train himself for the tail to not be a weak point. That's like a key factor in later parts of the Saiyan saga, where they're like, ha, you tried to think my tail was a weakness? Actually, it wasn't, because... Yeah, Batman's only hope is privatized insurance, and then Goku dies of that heart virus. It's literally heart virus or nothing. Also, how the fuck does Goku die in an alternate universe to a heart virus? Shaking my SMH so hard. Skill issue. I simply wouldn't die from heart virus. Me as an American, I have nothing to fear heart-related. Just offer to change your ways, Goku stops fighting, then get in a cheap shot. That doesn't work! Frieza literally tried that, and then she got evaporated. He got evaporated. They got evaporated? Does anyone know Frieza's pronouns? I don't want to presume. There's definitely some androgynous energy going on regardless. Worked when Vegeta did it? Not really. Yeah, some big he-they vibes for sure. He's racist? Yeah, but you still respect pronouns regardless. Buu Saga, he knocked Goku out? So what? Goku didn't want to fight him anyways, kind of. Goku is an ally, true. Nah. I don't believe it. Saiyan Saga fight, like, not real. Because that's the thing, is Goku never wants to kill Vegeta anyways. Even when Vegeta... Because that's the other thing about Dragon Ball, is that death really doesn't matter. Like, when Vegeta is murdering hundreds and hundreds of people during the world tournament or whatever, it's like... Oh man, that's like a whole afternoon to go collect the Dragon Balls. Vegeta, what are you doing? Can you stop? Like, Death has literally zero consequence in the universe of Dragon Ball. So he has no incentive to actually kill Vegeta. It's like, man, like, I'm not actually, like, mad at you. Because, like, you're maybe wasting an afternoon's worth of work. It's not like the fate of the universe is at stake or whatever when Vegeta's having a temper tantrum because he can't go Super Saiyan 3 or whatever. Boo fucked everyone up, though? Yeah, that's why he tried versus Boo. And that's the difference. I'm not even that big of a Dragon Ball stan. I think Dragon Ball, story-wise, has a lot of weaknesses, and Goku as a character also has a lot of weaknesses. I just don't see a world where Batman does shit outside of allowing the forces of capitalism to put Goku in a situation where he can't access heart medicine. That's literally his only win con. Mr. Satan is the best. I'm a little bit of a Satanist myself. Mr. Satan might be the best character in Dragon Ball. Imagine being a normal person in the Dragon Ball universe, just constantly dying and being revived again. There's probably a handful of people that have gotten revived multiple times because they were there for when the Saiyan Saga, when Vegeta and Nappa like blew up a whole fucking city, and they're like, Jesus Christ, I totally died. Now I'm back to life, I guess. Like a year and a half later. And then like a couple years after that, it's like fucking androids. And then a couple years after that, they get turned into fucking candy or... No, literally everybody on Earth dies, right? Kid Buu literally has an attack that is... It's like called the genocide attack or some shit like that. It's literally an attack that kills every human being that's alive. Like every living thing. Super Buu even, yeah. So definitely if you are a normal person in the Dragon Ball universe, you have died, theoretically. Human Extinction Attack? I think that's the English translation name. I'm pretty sure the Japanese direct translation is a little bit more extreme. Who wins, Goku or Alucard with Crisogrim? I mean, Goku literally can deflect bullets with his skin. Fucking Krillin can do that. I don't know. The power scaling in Dragon Ball is fucked up, guys. It's like... If a normal human being like Krillin can deflect bullets with his skin, just nothing else magic going on, I don't see what the fuck a sword is going to do, even if it's a magical sword. Heaven Sword might win, though. True. Does stopwatch work? Versus Akmadon? No. I mean, it slows him down, I'm pretty sure. Or it slows down his gas. I don't know. Something like that. You're really getting your money's worth out of this channel point redemption to make me rant about something. Because most of the time I end up not ranting all that much. Alucard shield, though? I don't know, man. Goku literally also has plot armor. Like, he's not allowed to lose. So, tough call. I think we go back to Rune Sword. Yeah, Goku just unlocks a new form after he gets hit by Alucard's shield. Batman has even thicker plot armor? In what way? In what way? No, ain't no way. Batman doesn't unlock a new form after almost dying. He has to go back to his Batcave, hang out with... Like, do stuff that's, like, definitely illegal. Cobble together, like, a new... Like, Batmobile or something? I don't know.
Tribute.
What up, normal balls? Like, we've already mapped out the potential win con for Batman, and it's literally the forces of capitalism to prevent Goku from unlocking the heart medicine he needs. But that means also he has to get hit by the heart virus. So does he have the biochemical engineering degree to generate a heart virus to kill Goku? I don't know. In no other world can Batman even conceive of a device that does any damage. I'm pretty sure Goku could get hit by a fucking Tsar Bomba level nuclear blast and be fine. We're talking about beings that can send energy balls at planets and blow up the entirety of the planet. Humans do not have the capabilities of blowing up a planet, and Goku can tank that shit. It's impossible. The powers of tax evasion? He doesn't make money, bro. The only money he's ever made in his life is off of tournaments. And ain't no way they're gonna get his ass on tax evasion. Yeah, Goku doesn't have no kryptonite. Except for heart virus. Literally, that's it. Yeah, the power scaling in Dragon Ball is so fucked up that legitimately nothing makes sense. There's a reason that Tien, Yamcha, and Krillin just stopped showing up, man. Because they're just normal-ass guys. They're just normal-ass dudes. They can't do anything anymore, man. It's the Alien show with aliens. The only people that can do anything of power is aliens. It's over. Pack it up. If you're a normal-ass dude, you stand zero chance. Your ass needs to be born in space. Also, can I find Soul of Bat already? We're gonna find the other ring, and it's gonna be Soul of Bat behind the other ring or something. No, wait, that's impossible. Okay, on the bright side, Soul of Bat can't be at Holy Glasses. I think I might save Split for Creature. Go for the OG. The OG save Split. Anyways, good conversation. Good convo, good convo. Get over, stupid, dumb, stinky. No. My movement. Hey, whatever. Good enough. I mean, that's like close to the fastest we're gonna get. And Creature has for us the... Wow, sword card! We gotta keep that, it's the most important relic. No! There's no way! How is this seed worse than the seed that we did before this that we had to do 12 billion different checks? That's crazy, man. We found Bat, like, how fast in that other seed today? Bro, safe logic is fucked up. And we even skipped complexity with the spike breaker stuff. Man, this shit's evil. 2 more presets. You're so right. 2 more presets. Okay. That probably leads to final relic. But we're still missing a relic. So we have to keep going. Like, the final relic in complexity is probably at Holy Glasses. Have I ever played Dead Cells? Yeah, I think there's even a video or 2 of me doing it on Dragon Blitz Daily when the Castlevania DLC came out. It was fun. Dead Cells is a very good game. When I first played it, I kind of was struggling with it, but that's most roguelikes, though, now that I look back. Like, most roguelikes are difficult at the start because you just don't know the rules yet. But okay, now we go back to First Castle immediately. It's not even... Oh, I never got the warp? And whatever. Maybe I'll get this warp then. Plus, Soul of Bat will just be at death anyway, so it's fine. In fact, we have a 50-50 chance of finding Soul of Bat or Mist. Now that I think about it. At death, so I should just do that. Because that'll guarantee that I don't get baited. If it's at Galamoth, I don't care. I'll get baited all day. I'll let Galamoth bait me masterfully. I'll get masterfully baited by Galamoth any day of the week. Gotta go watch that after stream. It's from a few years ago, so it might be hard to find. Because it was like when the DLC came out for Dead Cells, for the Castlevania stuff. And that was in like 2022, right? Am I misremembering? It was a long time ago. We finished a run of it, I'm pretty sure. Probably. I finished at least a run. I don't think I unlocked all of the cool stuff, though. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish Dead Cells had a sequel. That'd be hype. Man, Galamoth has Soul of Bat, doesn't he? Galamoth, actually, yeah, Galamoth has to have Soul of Bat. Because we only have 2 checks left, and Bat can't be at the other one, so... Oh, it was March of 2023. I guess it was earlier than I remembered. Feels longer ago. So yeah, that's cool. What was in the shop? Last time we looked at the shop was so long ago.
I'm interested in this.
There's mana prisms. That's probably what I buy, right? Because we have double... Yeah, we just buy however many mana prisms call it a day. I don't think there was anything else worth buying.
Farewell.
Yeah, so Mist has to be at Holy Glasses because of the way that the complexity and the logic works. What do I need? 29 mana prisms with no bat? Fran? Shaking my SMH. Look at my MP bar right now. Have you seen how much MP the wolf costs? The dog juice is expensive. Every time you touch anything in dog form while going fast, it costs 5 MP per touch. Look at my MP bar already. That's after touching like 3 things. Let Alucard juice up the wolf. Wolf juicing is totally normal and natural. This ain't no lycanthrope. If it was lycanthrope, I wouldn't need that many. Yeah, dog mana is, like, different, man. It's kind of like how dog years are different than human years. If humans are allowed to dope, then dogs should be allowed to dope. And also, they're probably doping the dogs. In dog racing, for sure they're doping the dogs, right? Not saying that that's ethical or a good thing to do, but there's no way they're not, right? That just seems like a bad business idea. Which also goes to show that, like, making animals the center of your business is probably not the smartest idea or the most ethical idea, but I smoke dog dope. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Not the rog rope. There's a Snoop Dogg joke somewhere in here. Now, where did I put my Snoop Dogg joke? Oh, it's around here somewhere. Somebody at work said they played Smash with me. That's very likely, yeah. They remember you... He said you remember Pleb? Pleb. Pleb sounds really familiar, actually. Did they hang out at Kenny's place a lot? If so, then yeah. That sounds really familiar. Ask them if they were ever at some Kenny's place. If so, then, like, yeah, probably. There's a lot of people that probably know me from way back in the day from Smash. Because I was, like, while I was speedrunning SotN, I was also playing a lot of Melee back in the day. I don't play much anymore. Because, like, the local scene in, like, Central Florida is, like, it's there, but, like, it's harder for me to get out to the locals and stuff like that, so... And online makes it so if I ever do want to play Melee... Yeah, I was smashing all the time. Non-stop smashing, even. Unlucky. This is why we saved our last library card. I bet Spaceys. I played a little bit of everybody. Back in the day, there was a period I was maining Samus. There was a period I was maining Puff. There was a brief period, like 2 weeks, I was maining Mario. Dumb. Interest in Rivals 2? Yes. Rivals 2 looks fucking amazing. I played a lot of Rivals 1 as well when that came out. And then I fell off because everybody got really good at the game. So playing, like, the people who stuck around in Rivals 1 were, like, experts. And I was just trying to play it somewhat casually. The main most people probably would know me for, because I mained for the longest period of time, was Marth and Fox. I played a lot of Fox as well, but... Where am I going? Ah! You got me talking about Melee, bro. Yeah, you try to hop on Rivals nowadays, you get your shit pushed in, yeah. I mean, that's how all old fighting games are, though. Like, your ass is not booting up Third Strike on Fightcade for a casual, fun time. You're about to get fucking Daigo parried into the sun by a guy who's been playing Street Fighter Third Strike since they were 22 years old and it came out in arcades. Melee's the same way, bro. Played Melee ranked, go up against a silver Fox, and they're like triple shine grabbing your shield. And you're just like, dude. Back in the day, I used to go 2-2 in tournaments because I knew how to fucking L cancel, man. Me and Sugden have run casuals a couple times recently, though. Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude, run some Slippy online, ranked. You'll be in fucking silver rank. And people are like perfect chain grabbing you 0 to death. And you're like, man, this didn't used to happen. People are like slight DI shining out of your combos. And I'm like, dude, I used to grab a fox and they would just be dead because they didn't know what to do. Life used to be so simple. Smash DI didn't exist. Slippy is why DK is having a renaissance right now. Kind of. DK is having a renaissance right now because the meta is favorable currently for a touch of death character that is heavy and plays off of counter hits. Because Melee is a very counter hit heavy game at the current state of its meta. But that could change. Because it's changed many times before. Because we've gone through metas of counter hit versus like aggression. I would say 2019 was a meta of aggression where overwhelming your opponent was the meta and was powerful. But before then was the meta of shield dropping, where shield dropping was meta, so therefore it was a more defensive meta. Like, it just happens. Moving out of crouch cancel now is like meta, but like that could change as well. Melee is a game with ebbs and flows because there's so much advanced technique and like freedom of character movement and expression. Also, once people learn the matchup, I promise you Donkey Kong is not going to be... Probably making some top 8s, but I don't think Donkey Kong's never going to win a major. Not the way, like, Amsa has won a major. With Yoshi. I also argue Yoshi's actually a much better character than people give credit for, but that's a different story. Donkey Kong is a punish game machine. He's pretty one-dimensional in that regard, where Yoshi is a punish game machine that's very difficult to execute, but also has the defensive mechanics that, like, every character wishes they had. You get fucking super armor on your double jump? Like, that shit's fucking insane. If DK had that shit, or if DK had, like, super armor on his up B or something, then maybe. Maybe we're living in a world where DK has the potential. But he doesn't have enough defensive mechanics. In fact, he has, like, terrible defensive mechanics. The best he has is a decent dash dance and, like, a back air that's okay. But if having an okay back air was good enough to make you, like, viable for winning tournaments, then, like, Dr. Mario would also be viable for winning tournaments. And I hate to break it to you, that dude is not winning any tournaments. So now we're going to see the return of Majin Bukaki. Man, I miss Melee. I'm dog shit at Melee now, though. And the tie hitbox. Bro, they didn't need to put a hitbox on his tie. That's fucked up. They did him dirty. Why the fuck does his tie have a hitbox? That's like putting a hitbox on Marth's cape. They didn't need to do that. And they didn't do that for Marth. Clueless? Yeah, if you don't play Melee, this last ranting didn't, like, matter. But to be fair, this seed also didn't matter, so... I just switched from Cannon to Falcon for reasons. They got you out of the right-wing pipeline. Good for you, man. I'm glad you found your way out of the alt-right pipeline. Dude. It's so sad. It really is, man. Kage's the only one. They ruined Ganon. Kage's the only pure Ganon that didn't come out with some, like, horrible scandals. And Nun, I guess. Nun's fine, too. But Nun also plays Falcon, so he gets the pass. Even though his Ganon is fucking nasty. That's the issue, man. You can't try and take back Ganon. As soon as you tell yourself, I'm going to be the one to make Ganon mains not racist, all of a sudden, these thoughts just start popping up in your head. Misogyny, racism, classism. It just, like, shows up. None better not be a full-on Ganon main, man. Transphobia, even, yeah. It's a disease. I play League. I can main Ganon. Fran, I'm scared. The toxicity's too powerful. So many people have fallen. We've seen so many soldiers fall. I worry for your safety. Also, what were you, Fran? We used so many mana prisms. Fran was right. We didn't need that many mana prisms. I got owned by facts and logic. Do I just not have any good weapons? Really? I can punch this guy, I guess? Holy Rod? Sword name Harper probably is actually the best. Doesn't matter. We have double Super Varda. Should have gone to Galamoth for Bat. Oh, duh! I'm so stupid. Maybe one day when I become a content creator that doesn't care about... Basically, when I retire from content creation, maybe I'll go back to Melee. I just don't have the time for it anymore, unfortunately. Like, I just don't play video games in my free time.
Go back whence you came. Trouble the soul of my mother.
Oh my god, okay. Safe Logic. Let's just get this freaking tier list over with. Oh my god. Where are you, Safe Logic? Safe Logic, die. I don't know. No, I think die is fine. Safe Logic, you should die. It's never good. Every time you try and tell yourself you think Safe Logic is good, it's actually bad. It's terrible. Fucking Bat behind Galamoth, dude. And you would think like, oh, you just got unlucky. No, dude. Bat is always in some bullshit like place. It's either behind Galamoth or it's behind fucking like Holy Glasses, but you got the rings out of order. So there's like 90% of the Safe Logic seeds that I complete, I know where Bat is, but it's not worth getting because it's so far out of the way that it's better to just beat the game normally. Anyways, hey, do you agree with my opinions? Let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe, join the live streams over on twitch.tv/dragonblitz, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, YouTube.